So I'm gonna do super simple workout with also a shot of my Herbalife cinnamon tea with a dash of milk, because after this I also have two calls, because one of my calls from Brazil got rescheduled, and finishing up a course. So I'm right there with you, my fellow entrepreneurs, my fellow side hustlers, my fellow boss babes, my fellow moms. I'm a future mom, so I'm speaking that into existence, where nothing's ever perfect, but it's perfectly imperfect and you fit it in. And I'm freezing, so I do have on a sports bra and some pants, but right now I'm still cold. I'm naturally really cold. So I'm gonna do something really simple, just a plyometric workout. And let me see, because I just got this new camera, so let me see if I can angle it down to help you guys. Yeah, that should work. Hold on. So I'm literally doing this real time, so you see a behind the scenes. You don't see a super fancy workout video, although I can do those too, but I wanted you to see kind of the intention behind this was to see like all of it, the real deal, the behind the scenes, what really goes on, that it's not always, oh, the workout, yay, and you know, I'm looking forward to it, but I know I'll feel better and I know I'll have more energy for some of the stuff. So first, I'm gonna have to probably keep resetting this setting, so bear with me, you guys. This is a new camera. So first, something really simple is just basically squats, because you can do this anywhere, anytime. I wish I had a backdrop over there, because behind me, you guys, is literally the sea. So I want you to see the sea, but I don't know how to set this. So I'm basically doing, you can see I'm doing as I talk, just basically 4 sets of 30, and so I'll stop in a second, then do kickbacks. So you're really working your glutes. Well, it's a little slippery. You're really working your glutes, and you can see it from the side. I even forgot my hair tie. So really focusing on isolating those glutes, your thighs. So this is my first 2 exercises. So I tend to, just to give you kind of insight into how I work out, I tend to focus on 2 things at a time and then alternate. So I've done this for years, because throughout the years I worked out with over 5 trainers. I've done 2 century events, so that's 100-mile bike ride for those that don't know. I've done 2 half marathons, and I've competed in 3 NPC fitness shows as of this July. And what I've really started to do with just exercises, weight training, anything, is focus on 2 at a time and then get to 8. So you can see I'm talking to you the whole time. So that way the intensity is kind of medium, because I can still talk. When you get to the point that you can't, it's super high. And sometimes I just get quiet. So I'm sharing this also with the intention of, don't think for a second, I'm always working out a ton. It's way more food. Some of our Herbalife coaches and our teams literally say 80% nutrition, 20% fitness. I honestly think it's like 95% and 5% fitness, because you only work out 1 to 2 hours a day, and then you still have 22 hours in the day. So the more consistent you are on your food, the more the results stay. And it can be simple things like hikes, all kinds of things. Today I walked all around Varna, so I definitely count that too. Okay, so 3 rounds of those. Now, one of my favorites is football runs. And you guys, it is cold, but I want you to see this sea view. Hold on. So let me have you turn around. See if I can turn around. Look at this. So this is from my parents' home in Bulgaria. This is literally what I'm looking at while I work out. See, so the sun is setting. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me see. See, I just said it. Tomorrow, when I do a workout for you guys, I may try to angle it on the side of the balcony, because this is like a huge terrace they have on their 3rd floor. So football runs, and I literally, my whole intention of this was just to get 8 things done and share some value. So literally, you guys, I'm planning this in my head right now as I go. So I'm always in lifestyle mode is what I call it. But my next show that I'm thinking about doing is next April. So I'll probably officially get back on prep November, December. So my philosophy is, when everyone else, I like to do the opposite of what most people are doing. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, everyone's focused on food, etc. I like to train, especially during that time, even more intense, because the results show themselves even more so because of what the majority of the rest of the world is doing. So football runs, let's see. Oh, we can do kickbacks like this. Another one of my favorites is ice skaters. So we'll alternate these now. So now we're at 4 exercises. Okay, now more football runs. I'm always looking back because these poles are here. And I'm not counting on a timer, you guys. I'm like keeping it super duper simple. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. It might be 30 seconds, it might be a minute. Feel free to time it. So you might just do 3 of the other exercises times 30. 3 football runs times 30. 3 of the side to sides. So technically we're at 5 because I just doubled up 3, which is fine. I do that sometimes too. And then also ice skaters. And now I'm kind of sweating, but I still feel cold. And my pants keep falling. Okay. Football runs. So you can see, if you followed along my journey, my last fitness show, you can see I'm still lean, but I'm not anywhere as lean as I was for a show. Typically it's about 10 pounds difference. And honestly, you guys, I've stayed on point with food, but I haven't weighed myself. I just learned the scale massively messes with your mind. So I probably weigh myself 2 to 3 times a year, if that. And I just gauge it to how I feel. I gauge it to what I know I'm eating. I gauge it to the workouts I'm doing, because if I'm building muscle, I know I'm going up, and how my clothes fit. And then my definition. So I can tell, like on my arms, I can tell, okay, my body fat's probably somewhere around 18, 19, 20%. And then I can also tell on my abs. So I've got definition there. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. See? So, and I share that from a perspective of, you guys, I lost over 55 pounds 4.5 years ago. So wherever you are, likely I've been there and then some, and I yo-yoed for over 15 years. So don't think I just landed on this planet and have always been thin. And even then, people that are thin sometimes deal with skinny fat, or they want, you know, to add more muscle. So we all have different challenges, and our bodies are all very, very different. And our journeys are very, very different. So be kind and gentle to yourself. You see, I'm looking at the timer right now, which I love on this camera, and it lets me go unlimited. It's at right at about 10 minutes. So I know we've been working out over 10 minutes. So I hope that maybe by now some of you have decided to actually do this workout versus just watch me be crazy on YouTube, on the internet, whatever. Ooh, this lighting is perfect. I'm gonna have to film some stuff up here tomorrow. Okay, last round. So we're now at 5 exercises. We'll have 3 more. So one thing about me with fitness, you guys, too, you're gonna find, I like variety, but I also like goals. So I'm gonna break that down, what that means for me. So on average, once to twice a year, I'm now doing consistently since 2014 a fitness show. In between that, I do yoga because I love also mindfulness, I love meditation, I love slowing down. In between that, I'm also, side to sides, I'm also doing dance. I go to dance class sometimes with Michaela. Shout out to Michaela in Atlanta. Her Vixen classes are amazing. I go through ClassPass, or I think it's Atlanta or Tada Dance, but Michaela McGee, if I'm pronouncing it right. I also do plyometrics, things like this, because I can do this anywhere, anytime. Ice skaters. And I'll also, sometimes, you know, if someone's like, hey, let's go try this new fitness thing, I'll sometimes do that. That's less frequent, so kind of the most frequent is lifting weights 3 to 6 times a week. When I'm doing a show, it's 6 times a week. And typically even after that, it stays stable. My food always stays stable. Eating every 3 hours, Herbalife nutrition. And yoga is probably 2 to 4 times a month. Dance 2 to 4 times a month. Spin 2 to 4 times a month, because again, I like to mix it up so I don't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work so much. It's more fun. Let's see what else. So I said 5. We've done 5. Oh, we should have stretched at the beginning, actually. I just realized that, you guys. So I'm human. So if you are just starting, or you might have caught me on that in the beginning, a couple of things real quick. Make sure you're also doing quad stretches, because like especially right now, I know that my quads are super tight and my IT bands are super tight. I haven't rolled them since I left Atlanta. And with all this travel, like I feel it in my back, I feel it in my neck, I feel it everywhere in my body. I was doing chiropractic or like back stretches this morning, like cat-cow, laying on the bed, hanging my head off, but I still feel it. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh my God. Okay, so we did, oh, another one you can do besides squats that's really good is lunges. So that'll take us to 6. So front lunges. And I like to mix up stationary things, so anaerobic type, so muscular, and then also high intensity, so for fat burning. So that's why you see me doing ice skaters, squats, football runs, things like that. So you'll typically see me alternate between the two when I do plyometrics, or when I do workouts that I don't need a gym. Okay, so that's 6. So now we can do plie, which is basically kind of, it's like a, you can kind of see it, side to side squat like this. So we had 5 before this, so this is 6, 7. So back to the lunge. So in a way, we're kind of also cooling down. Okay, so you're at 6, 7, last round after this. So same kind of thing, you guys. 3 sets of 10 lunges, and then 3 sets of plies, and or alternate like I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Funny story, you guys, I still laugh about this all the time. So I was in Poland. I can't remember if this was on my trip 4 years ago or on my trip like 7, 8 years ago, where I was running, because that was like what I was like, hey, that's what I can do here. There's no gym, etc. Well, there's a gym, but it's in the high school, and it's not like a gym with weights. It's more like a team gym, like for team sports, like football, soccer, things like that. So Chmielów, the town where my mom grew up, it says population 5,000, but I honestly believe it's like 100 people. So I was running, you guys. So 7. You know what? We'll do this one again. Keep it simple. Kickbacks. because my glutes haven't got some work. So we'll work out the glutes some more. So funny story, you guys. I was running down the street and this car stops and pulls over. And the guy's like, "Czy pani potrzeba, że pani gdzieś wezmę?" Which means in Polish, do you need that I'll take you somewhere? Like, do you have an emergency? Basically, it was like his tone, his sense of urgency. And I was like, "No, why?" So I said in Polish, "Nie, dlaczego?" And he's like, "Well, you're running." So I thought it was an emergency. So he said in Polish, "Pani biega, to myślałam, że coś się stało." Like something happened. It's like what he was saying. And I started laughing and I was like, "No, I'm just exercising." And he looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what? Like I said, you know, tricia. And he was like it just shows you different types of perceptions or needs or not needs for fitness around the world can be so different. So, you know, people can still be fit, but they can be fit in different ways. And again, or think you're totally crazy for doing something, and that's within our country, outside of our country. So, and you see, like, so I'm gonna stop real quick, I'll go again, and we are gonna stretch at the end. So you guys, literally, this is 17 minutes, okay? With high intensity interval training, so that's HIIT, H-I-I-T, you're fat burning because you're alternating fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. You don't need a lot. I've even seen or experienced workouts that are like 5 or 10 minutes that damn near kill me. So like, don't think you need all this time. And in fact, I can tell you right now, I shy away from fitness classes that are an hour long. I don't do high intensity classes that are an hour. I don't see any need to, and I don't particularly enjoy them. That's just my perception. I love dance for an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. I love yoga, I love meditation, I love lifting weights. But the only class I'll still do that's cardio, that's an hour, besides dance, is spin. So that's just me. That's how I train, that's what I do or don't do. Even when I'm training for a fitness show, I'll do 20, 30, 40 minutes of fasted in the morning, and then I'll do 20, 30, or 40 minutes of some kind of cardio after. So even then. Okay? So let's stretch some. So go ahead and stretch straight down. If you're doing this with me. Oh my God, it feels so good. I haven't stretched at all. Oh. Now do like a lunge runner stretch. Let's see if you can see me. Let me angle it down some more. So if you've been thinking about doing videos, you guys, take it from someone that waited way too long to do stuff on a lot of things. Keep it simple, like do it on your phone to start, and then, my shoe just fell off. Actually, my mom's shoe that I'm borrowing. And then just like figure it out. Like I just went and got this camera from Best Buy before I left. I was like, you know, I'm tired of my phone timing out on 12 minutes for me. So I'm going to invest in a camera that won't time out on me. Because I especially noticed that that was annoying when I started filming podcast features. That it would time out at like 12, 13 minutes. And even though like most people don't really notice it, it still causes an adjustment in the energy. Oh my God, that feels so good. If you've been on a plane ever in your life, you know what I'm talking about. Not first class yet. And if you've been on a plane 6 times, have I been, wait, 6, 1, 2. Atlanta to Washington, Washington to London, London to Vienna, Vienna to Bulgaria, 4 times in the last less than 2 weeks. My body is screaming at me. Oh, it feels so good. Body's like, what are you doing, Katrina Julia? I have no clue what you're doing. Okay, so back to this. Quads are great. So a tip is you can easily grab your ear to hold on. I've just done these so much that I've gotten used to it. And the other one. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna show you kind of the behind, and that's it, you guys. Super simple. I'm gonna drink my tea and a little bit. I'm gonna have also my Bev mix mixed with raspberry that's in Bulgaria. I don't know if it's in any of the other 35 countries. I keep saying that. 90 plus countries that Herbalife is in, 35 years. And I've got a couple conference calls coming up with some influencer softwares, some outreach for some business partners with influencers, with bloggers and more. And then also working on a course, The Moneymaker, right now. So it's almost done. I started it back in July. I finished the outline. I filmed the intros and the outros. And then just between travel and life and other things, expected and unexpected, I filmed and recorded all the like behind the scenes as far as like the introductions and the overviews. But now I've got to finish filming some behind the scenes on actual tools and then load them. So if you're familiar with Kajabi, Kajabi can also take a while to load. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Sneak peek into my day in the life, as well as a quick workout. And I'm just gonna show you how beautiful the sky looks. And now as the sun is setting, and the blue and the pink, and it just looks incredible. So have an amazing, amazing day. And remember that you are much more powerful than you may ever imagine. And keep going after what you believe, and keep creating, transforming, and inspiring you were born to. Oh. Let's see, I thought I did this right, but apparently I did not. Let's do that, yeah. Okay, there you go. So you can see the hues.